What everyone wants to know about the new Nike Pegasus is it better or worse than the previous version? Obviously, the previous version, the Nike Pegasus 40, is heavily discounted and you can get it at a fairly good price point. But if this version, version 41, is much better, then you may want to draw your attention towards this one. I will try to help you and I will try to guide your choice, so stick with me during this video. Hey everyone and welcome back on the channel. My name is Alex. In today's video we have the review of the Nike Pegasus 41, the latest version of the most iconic shoe from Nike, maybe the most iconic shoe ever, the Nike Pegasus. Like I said in the intro, this version comes with a few changes, and the idea of this video is to help you decide between this version and the previous versions, try to, help you in your purchase choice. And yeah, the previous versions are heavily discounted. This one will soon be as well, but for now it's more expensive at 140 euros. And that's a good segue going into the specs. Like I said, 140 euros. This shoe goes up 2.8 millimeters in the heel, sitting now at 37 millimeters of stack height, 10 millimeters drop for that 27 in the forefoot. And we can go into the upper. No changes compared to the previous versions, especially compared to version 40. Version 40 didn't have the fly wires like 39. And this is a very similar setup. The last that was used for this version is the same as since version 38. So 38, 39, 40 and this one have used the same last. If you enjoyed the fit of the previous Pegasus, this will be the same. So stick to your size if it worked for you, or go up or down if you had sizing issues with the previous versions. The biggest changes, and that's where I really want to highlight how this shoe differs from the previous version. For the first time, the Pegasus comes with a React X foam compound in the midsole. It's a blend of EVA and TPE, and it's a great thing. It's a much better midsole compared to version 40. It's more responsive, it's more forgiving, it's also more pleasant, more cushioned, if that makes sense. It's not necessarily softer, it's just working better for runners, but also for people who are looking to have a Pegasus as a daily lifestyle shoe. It's going to be more comfortable. The previous version had a firmer, less responsive, less cushy type of feeling to it, and this is a great upgrade. But I think that the foam compound is one of the key changes. The two other changes are the increase of stack height in the heel, 37 millimeters now. It goes up 2.8 millimeters compared to the previous version. So, 3 millimeters doesn't seem to be much, but in the realm of stack heights, it's actually quite a dramatic change. And this gives you the feeling that you cannot bottom out anymore in a Pegasus, at least in the heel. In the forefoot, I would say that it's still that closer to the ground type of feel that you have in this shoe. And especially at faster paces, you will feel the ground under your forefoot. The other key change for me in this shoe, and probably the biggest one actually, is the increase of width of the platform. 2 extra millimeters in the forefoot, 2 extra millimeters in the midfoot, and 6 extra millimeters in the heel, making this shoe much more stable and much more, comfortable to run in, because you don't have to worry about a misstep or a step that comes too close to the edge of the shoe on the lateral or the medial side. This increase of width will really help you have your foot strike aligned from heel to toe, and without any stability feature whatsoever. The inherent stability coming from the width of the platform is dramatically increased in the shoe compared to the previous version. I think I've said enough, to be honest. Just go for this one. It's a huge, maybe not huge, it's a leap forward for the Pegasus. It's a big leap forward for the Pegasus. It could go, crazier with a better foam. We could envisage having ZoomX in the Pegasus. But for now, in the incremental changes of the Pegasus, this one is a much bigger incremental change. And if you have the opportunity to pick a Pegasus between the 40 and the 41, do not hesitate. Pay the extra price point, pay the extra premium, and go for version 41. It will not disappoint you, and that's based on my experience with this shoe. I had the opportunity to run in Greece with this shoe, a relay. I had a 9-kilometer leg, and it surprised me. It held a 3:32 minutes per kilometer pace for me, which is a pace I usually do as a threshold pace in carbon-plated shoes, or at least, super shoes with better foams. This was really a good surprise. I did not expect to run that fast and have that much fun in the Pegasus during that relay. Of course, the context and the atmosphere really helped me to push myself, go beyond my limits. But I must emphasize how pleasantly surprised I was with the Pegasus, compared to the previous version at least, during that experience. I hope this makes sense. I hope you enjoyed this very short review, but again, it's meant to be a buying advice, and the buying advice is very simple. Go for the 41. Thanks for watching. Enjoy your run today. Enjoy your ride. Go beyond your limits. And let's link to the review of the Nike Let's Go Alphafly 3. It's just a fantastic shoe, race day shoe. And if you want to build a very small rotation with 2 shoes, Pegasus as a daily trainer, Alphafly as your race day shoe or faster pace shoe, could be a good option. You can click here for that review. In the meantime, like I said, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.